Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Friday. It's the viewer suggestion day. We got the YouTube chat up here. Here we go. Okay. It would help if I wasn't muted in Discord. That'd be good. Let's double check our levels. I think we're okay. I think we're good. I think we're going to start there. The kiddo is asleep, so we'll see how long that lasts. Let's start out with a rugby today, and we'll go from there. It's the wrong pen. Where's the correct pen? Right there. There we go. All right. Sai, welcome in. How are you today? There we go. Unless she potted inside of a cannon. That's pretty funny. I like that. It's like some... Oh, hello, kid. Hi. Good morning. You up and around? He's thinking about screaming. He's thinking about it. No? Hi. Yeah. Is that a good nap? That looked like a good nap. I will put that on the list for you. Plants vs. Zombies. That's what I was thinking of. Doing fantastic. Just made some reverse steak with caramelized onions. What is reverse steak? Is it like the outside of a cow? Or like you cook the inside of it and not the outside. I don't know how you would do that. Microwave? Is it a microwave steak? Reverse seared steak. Interesting. Yeah, how do you do that? Do you like skewer it? Do you want me to move that? Or do you want to play with it? You want to leave it there? Okay. Look at this chunk bee today. This is a good chunk bee. Yeah. What's the best class for an artificer dedication? Depends on what you want to do with the artificer. That would be a better Corvus question, but fighter's really good because you can, get your guns. I guess no. I guess are we talking like student of the cannon, or are we talking about like a crafter? So I guess I would need to look at the artificer dedication. Let's look at that. There's an alchemist dedication. Is that what you're talking about? It would help if I read the words right. Artillerist. Okay, hold on. Let me look at that. Artillerist teams siege weapons. Load, aim, repair. I would do fighter. I think I would probably do a fighter. There's some shenanigans you can do with ranger to get some spells that may or may not be able to apply to a siege weapon, like gravity weapon. That'd be interesting. As well as like quick reloading. Well, what happened? What happened? Are you stuck? Oh boy, give me a second, everybody. I can type. What's going on? What you screaming for? Hey, here. Look at this. You want this? No. Want it? Yeah, that's pretty good. You like bananas? You like banana chips? You like the delicious bananas? Do fighter or warlock? Warlock doesn't necessarily exist in Pathfinder if you're doing the dedications, but the champion would work for that. I think for the same reasons, because then you'd be defending. Kid, you're standing up. Yeah, you're just straight up standing up. Good job. Are you leaning on the thing? You're not. Oh my. Oh, that was real good. The kid was standing against like a workout bench. He was standing against it, like holding himself up and eating little banana chips. And then he just decided to let go and eat the banana chips. So he's just standing there. That was pretty good. Just standing there eating the banana chips, looking at me like, what? What happened? Yeah, good job. This kid's got standing almost down pat. I'm excited. It's not Warlock, I forgot the name. Yeah, check that out. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I think Fighter or Champion would be really good, just because if you're going to be doing siege weapons, Magus, yeah, Magus would be good too. You might be able to apply that to a siege weapon. That might be something you have to talk to your DM about, but I'm also like open for that. I think that would be really cool. Because the Fighter is going to get a lot of cool feats, and you can take a lot more feats for like siege weapons and combat in that way. But the Magus could maybe apply, fire and things to the siege weapon. You could also look at maybe Alchemist for the bombs. That could be interesting. But once again, how does it interact with a siege weapon? So the dedication feats are a lot more, I feel like, story based. Like you should really be blending your character's flavor with that. So really, you could do anything you want. You could be a mage and then just be assigned to a siege weapon crew, and that would get you the dedication feat in my mind. I always intertwine them in my head most because I love Warlock Spellblade and 5e. Yeah. Like they're pretty similar. They're not. I mean, the magic infused caster or fighter is essentially what the Warlock is. I think it does a much better job of that than, say, like the Eldritch Knight. So, yeah. Warlock is just strong. Warlock is just a good functional class structure because it simplifies the game a little bit more and gives you like spells for whatever the hell you want to do with limited spells, which is great. And that's what the Magus is too. The Magus is basically, I want to be a frontliner, but I'd like some limited spell usage, and that's what the Magus is, which is great. So I think they're both good. It's a good analogy. Nom. Good job, kid. Did you eat that whole thing? Dang, kid. We're going to start today. We're going to start fast since the kid did just wake up. We have a bunch of suggestions today. If you're new here, essentially how this works is we have a whole bunch of suggestions from Monday, Wednesday, and now today. If you have not suggested something this week, you're welcome to put it in the chat, and I'll add it to the list. I'm going to roll the dice. The dice will decide what we draw based on the list that I have of all the suggestions. Here we go. 8. Bonjour. The biggest, beefiest moose barbarian. No weapons. He's a pugilist. Also lots of scars. I think I know whose that is, but that's okay. Let's draw some moose. Let's draw some moose. I want a good pugilist. We'll do that. Draw the rib cage. Add the muscles. Add the muscles. Add the bigger muscles. Moose head is real big. I might have to change this. I might have to move this after the fact here. I kind of want to draw him from the front, now that I'm thinking about it. I think maybe we do that. Yeah. Gonna fill a cannon full of alchemist fire. Yeah, right. I think that's a great idea. I think that would be great for an alchemist to be on a siege team. What you doing, kid? Yeah. Oh, you're so cute. What if Bowinkle was jacked? That's what we're drawing today.
He'd certainly be scarier.
Yep. I mean, he's got to fight those Russians, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How are you doing today, Druid?
I'm doing pretty good. My brain is still a little bit half melted from Wednesday.
Okay.
I just worked too hard trying to do concept art that I wasn't concept art for items and settings and backgrounds and stuff, which I haven't worked on that sort of stuff in a long time.
Yeah. That's my big problem with... I spent like an hour yesterday trying to draw a crab, and I just kept spinning my wheels.
Yep.
Show me that moose. I'm realizing now there are not a lot of pictures of moose head on. There's one. Ooh, they're weird looking. They have the hump is the weird thing. Like,
yeah.
they've got the neck and then the hump. Kids, oh my god. Having a good time? Okay, as long as you're happy. I'm chugging away at the game. Plugging away at the game. Which has been fun. Trying to get everything laid out.
Yeah.
And I'm now at the point where I need to make the enemies attack the player. And oh boy. But I'm almost to the point where I can actually start designing characters and stuff for it, which I have a big book of like base concepts that I like.
So it's not just going to be rugby versus crab?
Yeah, right now it's just rugbies versus crabs, which is really funny. Something we bumped into, and this is something we could just talk about, that everybody can give me input in. So I built it so that it was a sprite, so that the sprite can run around and like attack stuff. And I just made it a rugby. It's just currently a rugby because I had it. But the problem is, we're moving through 3D space, so it's like kind of Paper Mario-esque. And I was like, well, what if we made it so that the player moves around, right? Oh, kid, if you pull that water glass on your head, you're going to be very unhappy. And then I'm going to have a bad day. So I don't know if I should make it to where it like rotates, which is what it currently does. It currently rotates around its center point, and then always attacks forward when you click the mouse, which I like. I really like that. The problem is, I think that's good for visually showing you which direction is forward, but it looks weird. And like Paper Mario, which I played last night just to get some more feedback on. Paper Mario is always always facing the camera like this, and then once you turn a specific amount, Mario like flips, the sprite flips. And I think that's good. Like, I like that visual representation, but the problem is you lose that which way am I facing,
right?
And I don't know what's more important. So I might put like a ring or something on the bottom that follows your mouse, so you know which way is forward, but then just leave the static card. That's where I'm at, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. So.
Yeah. When stream is done, do you want to play just a skosh of Don't Starve together? Because it's similar.
Ooh, yeah, we could look at that.
Yeah,
I think
if I remember correctly, what they do is because I usually play it with a controller, so you don't actually get the mouse cursor to follow.
I think they do the same thing as Paper Mario, though, right? Like where the cards are static.
Yeah, the cards are static, and they run through their animation, so they are flat to the camera, which stays. It's not isometric because it's not 3/4 view, but it like the camera stays relatively fixed. But the way they, if I remember correctly, the way they show what your character is about to interact with is there's a very slight yellow highlight on whatever you're targeting.
Yeah. Which that makes sense. That's something I think that's important. Like, because we're looking at. Oh, kid.
Like that's the problem you're trying to solve, right? It's basically how to tell what the character is
looking. Yeah, I mean, there's two parts of that, right? Like, I think Don't Starve is a good. We should go look at that. That's a great example of kind of what I'm talking about. Because one of the games that I want to look at is like the original Helldivers, which is a locked isometric camera, so the camera's always at 2/3.
Yep.
And then you're playing your character, but like it's a twin stick shooter, so as you move your mouse around, like your mouse is a cursor, your character is always pointing their guns at the mouse, even if they're walking this direction, right? Like, so if you're walking this direction but pointing at this, the character's walking backwards and shooting, which is great. Like, I love that. That's awesome. So the character itself is not beholden to your the movement and the aiming is unlinked, which is great, and I love it. So that's the thing I wanted to try. I want to do, because the first thing I built, like, whichever way you're pushing is forward, and that's the way you attack. So that way, like, you can only attack by walking at an enemy. You can't back up or strafe and attack. I don't like that. Those two things have to be separated.
Gotcha. So I'm trying to think then of a good example of a game that did like a paper doll sort of animation sort of thing, where they, I guess, where the arms, I guess it would be the shoulders and the elbows were basically jointed. Right. So that would allow the hands to do what you're saying and follow.
Yeah. And I'm less worried about like with Helldivers, like I said, like the hands are always facing where you're pointing. I'm less worried about doing that because I do like the sprite aesthetic. But like, simply first make the sprite look good. Second, maybe add some dimensionality, right? So that could be down the road. That could be something we do down the road, where we actually like make a puppet instead of just a sprite. But I'm not sure I'm there yet. What's the chances I convince you to play RimWorld? Pretty low. I mean, if you want me to draw something from RimWorld, we could do that. But I'm stacked on games right now. But if you want me to look at something, we could look at something, you know?
I have never actually looked at RimWorld zoomed in enough to be able to see the character sprites.
I keep getting... I really need to look at and or play Lancer. A lot of people keep telling me about it, and I keep like seeing stuff. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, oh, that's Lancer. It's like, oh. So I need to just go do that one of these days. Apparently it's something I would like.
Also, howdy, Jonas. Good to see you.
I feel like that's not what moose antlers look like. Moose antlers just are wildly all kinds of different.
Yeah.
I guess they regrow every year, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Do moose shed their antlers?
They do.
They got the fuzz for it, so.
But you kind of got it right. Like generally, it's a big kind of lobed structure with spikes out the out the end. They don't really have a lot of prongs. I think.
I think this one's a little. This is a little too bowwinkly.
Yeah.
I think we'll do like 3 or 4, and that's probably good. Something like that. Likewise, how's things? I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better. This week started out real rough, being sick and losing pixel, but we're getting better. We're getting through there. I've been leaning real hard into making the game because of not wanting to think about stuff. So the kid is over in the corner playing with swords, so that's fine. I have like a stash of kendo swords and wooden swords.
Yeah.
And he likes playing with them, and they're mostly harmless. I don't really see him hurting himself with them.
The sentence just very much reminded me of Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. My son is 6 months old. He's familiar with the sound of power tools.
Yeah. You can't give a child a sword. It's not safe. It's not meant to be safe.
Well, she could hurt herself. That will have been a very good lesson.
I know someone with a big moose bust on their wall, and every time I look at it, it's just like, I forget how big they are. Moose are just terrifying.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like 1.5, almost 2 stories tall.
Would not fit in a house, yeah.
No, absolutely would not fit in a house. Even when you're driving an SUV, they're tall enough that if you hit a moose, all you really do is knock its legs out from under it. It falls on top of your hood, crushes your car, then gets up and walks away.
They have so much nose.
They do. They really are dick faces.
They're terrible if you've seen Prison Architect sprites. You've seen RimWorld sprites. Okay.
That works though, right? Like, you don't need anything more. RimWorld is supposed to be zoomed out anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What am I gonna draw now? What do I want to do to warm up?
Jumping in today.
Hey, Jonas.
Hello.
Hello, Jonas. Would you like to draw with us today?
I could try.
Try. Let me send you the link.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll achieve much, but we'll see.
It's for the blood rush of automation you get from playing too much Factorio? Yeah.
Factorio, yeah.
I'm too dumb for Factorio.
I was thinking about, like, because, like, that was part of the
Same.
thing I wanted to look at was... Ooh, I should not have typed that in. I typed in beefy moose man. That was a mistake. It's just dudes. It's just dudes with moose heads.
I forgot that's my profile picture.
It's a good one.
I would love the like the towers and stuff to be sprites too, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll find out.
Maybe sprites with drawn textures.
Yeah, like
Sorry, I mean models with drawn textures. Sorry.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like there's like just flat sprites, right? And then you could do basically like 4 polygon sprites, just to give it a little bit of depth. And that's what I did with the crabs currently. Is I have just a plane, and then I have 2 more planes for their claws, so the claws like move independently. And it might become that I just eventually make like full planed out things, really really simple geometry, and then draw the sprites on them.
Ooh, I like this brush.
Someone suggested. I think it was you, Jonas. I'm not sure.
Hellcard?
Hellcard, yeah. Hellcard's good.
That was probably me.
Hellcard's fun. I honestly hate some of their animations, but that's what they did. They went really, really flat and tried to make it look like paper folded up. And some of it looks great, and some of it looks real stupid. So.
I mean, it's a very fair criticism. Ooh, what was that?
What you playing with, kid? Nothing. Don't look at me.
But yeah, I like the brush here. Is it my own settings from old times?
It should be.
Oh, what the fuck? I managed to make a decent brush. I'm impressed.
To be fair, it's significantly easier to adjust your brush shit in Krita than it is, or well, Magma now, than it is in Photoshop and Krita.
Totally not
That's-
a furry.
Totally
Zeke
not
said
fair?
totally
Why
not a furry.
Totally
Me?
not fair.
No, I think they're talking to me. Since I was looking up beefy moose men.
Oh, that's fair. I was like, am I being talked about again?
How much would
If
people
they were
pay
talking
for me to
about
do
you-
furry art? That's the real question.
Say again?
How much would people pay for me to do furry art?
I don't know. I would wonder the same if people would pay me.
Oh my good
You're
god.
doing it for free currently, Brooke, so as we speak,
What do you got?
this
What about
counts.
What about specified furry art? To someone's.
I'm struggling with this moose.
It looks pretty good to me.
Got carried away with the body, and now I'm like kind of lost.
Yeah, you started with that Venom silhouette.
And I gotta get the big old neck is the problem. Like you gotta get the waddle. Because otherwise, how are they gonna go whoop, 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 ooh. I miss Idaho camping. It's something I miss from my childhood. Going out to a lake, having moose yell at you. Good stuff.
I never had that experience.
It's
All the
nice.
wildlife in my camping experiences is big spiders, scorpions, or rattlesnakes, basically.
I've had multiple bear encounters, lots of moose, some deer.
It is surprising that I've never run into a bear, actually.
They're pretty good at not bothering people, but I don't know.
Yep.
Idaho, if you get enough people in enough places with food, then they show up. So, and then they're pretty easy to chase off.
Yep.
I heard a bear like fucking with shit outside of my tent. So I grabbed a gun and I got outside and I'm like, "What's going on?" And my cousin jumps out of his camper with like a spatula in his underwear. And he's like, "What are you gonna do with that?" I'm like, "What are you gonna do with that?" And he's like, "Eh." And he was right. Like, the gun was not necessary, but, like, I don't know what a spatula was going to do. Eventually, it was a shovel that saved the day and chased the bear off, but different levels of reaction to bear. God, I've actually got good at drawing. I could make so much money from furry art. Yeah. Start now. Send me your contacts. I will. I'll take some of those commissions. I need money. We gotta pay for vet bills and stuff. Skip Cat went to the vet yesterday. He had an appointment to go to the vet, which is why the vets were so confused when we took Pixel last week. But they said the same thing. How is that cat still alive? And I went, Fine, welcome in. And he's doing fine. Skip Cat's doing fine. So, like, yeah, no changes. Just lots of money for wonder drugs that make him less arthritic. And he gets the expensive food. So, Skip Cat is still Skip Catting along. And the doctors don't know how he is still alive. So, it's good information. They still charge me a shit ton of money, and it drives me crazy.
Yep. Welcome in, Alex Elliott Bionic. We just got a big old influx of people. I'm still not sure.
Alexander, welcome in. Vet bills for the gremlins. Yeah.
Yeah, the black and white one.
Yeah. Well, also the other one, but that's neither here nor there. It's been an expensive month. What would be the most ridiculous siege weapon to use? I mean, a catapult on the back of a tiger is one that I've played in game. That one's pretty funny.
In first edition Pathfinder, there's a druid spell that turns trees into catapults.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they use their roots to mine up huge rocks, and then huck them at things. And they follow the rules for siege weapons. It's fantastic. There's also a version of Magic Stone for catapult rocks. So that's my answer.
I think that's good. I mean, catapults are just funny because you can put things in them. But if you have like a cannon, cannons are also good. Like I don't want to dissuade you from a cannon, but a catapult is just more ridiculous. Like a trebuchet is a fancy catapult, but there's just something classic about like the just slingshot, giant slingshot, you know. Yep. I've got a spoon. Bang.
I also love me a ballista.
Yeah, ballistas are sexy. I like ballistas. I had a dog when I was younger that lived for almost 20 years. That's pretty awesome. Never fun to have to spend money in January when you still haven't recovered from the holidays. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Why almost nobody is making YouTube videos right now.
I should. I need to make a new video. Blah, 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 blah. I know what I want to do for the next one, but I just haven't done it. Partially because I've been sick.
But... Oh, that opens a new tab. There we go.
The bear video still only has like 800 views, which not terrible, but like could be better.
Bear video?
Yeah, that's right. YouTube no longer promotes long form content. I made a new video about playing as a bear folk. Go check it out. Send it to your friends.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was out.
Send it to your grandmother. I mean, that's the weirdest part about it, right? Like, I have almost 20,000 subscribers, which is awesome. But that means I should probably get a lot more than 800 views on a video. Like,
yeah.
20,000 people were like, no thanks. That doesn't seem right.
No. I'm pretty sure the only reason that I get your videos is because like I very clearly have trained the algorithm by showing it that I interact with everything you put out.
Yeah.
I get all of your shorts though.
Yeah, my shorts are doing pretty good.
I actually don't get any prompts for your shorts.
Well, you don't watch shorts, so
That's true.
that could be part of it.
Well, I'm a big zoomer, so you know. My brain is corrupted.
Right? I think I'm slowly getting into that too.
The doom scroll literally kills me. Like very slowly, it just erodes my consciousness and sanity. I learned a long time ago that I can't.
I definitely had 1 or 2 days where I just lost the entire day to like YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. I can't watch more than like an hour because I just I don't know.
I definitely have to. I have a like a 5-minute scroll limit. It's like if I'm still scrolling after 5 minutes, I need to do something else. Something else.
What should I?
I lose track of time too easily, which is why I instigated earlier this year a rule of no scroll for me. If I'm gonna watch a short, it has to show up in my YouTube like front page suggestions.
The funniest part about that is that's what I'm. YouTube is predatory to its creators, which is really weird.
Yeah.
The only way to upload a YouTube short is to go into the YouTube short feed, which is really strange to me.
Wait, really?
I mean, when you open your
wild.
to upload a video, you have to go to YouTube, not YouTube Studio.
Uh-huh.
So that means I have to open up YouTube, which automatically puts me into YouTube Shorts, which shows me at least one YouTube video before I can click the button to say, hey, I want to upload a short.
That's wild.
It's super weird. I don't know why you can't upload them from the YouTube Studio app. It doesn't make sense. I only watch shorts from people I subscribe to, like you. Yeah, thank you, Bayat. So because of this, there are a handful of shorts that I will like click on to watch because I like them. And so there's like 3 or 4 YouTube shorts. A lot of them are like little clips from the Tales from Adventures. Who's the hunter? I don't know, Brian. We were just looking for moose pictures. Unfortunately, that's the one we got. There's like a handful of YouTube shorts that YouTube is just like, have you seen this? It's like, yes, I've watched this probably 1,000 times. It's like, do you want to watch it again? It's like, yeah, I guess so. Like that and Brandon Lee Mulligan clips.
Yep.
It's just like, have you seen this? Have you seen this short? It's like, yes, YouTube. Watch the short all the time. Like, watch it again. It's like, all right, fine, you win. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm finally starting to get Tales from the Stinky Dragon and Narrative Declaration back in my feed. That's good. I like their stuff.
Mr. Hamilton, why are there so many perverts in your mansion?
What do you mean?
Somebody's walking around here with a bloody penis. I love that, like, those guys are great for just, like, improving just stupid shit, right? Like, that's, I think, their claim to fame is that their DM style, because they all take turns DMing, is like, well, not all, but it doesn't matter, is essentially, like, riff the players into doing something and then riff off of the players. Like, they don't actually care about, they don't have really big, deep, involved through plots. They're just like, let's see where this goes.
Yeah,
and I love that. Green Cat, welcome.
The thing that's very funny is I learned that the Once Upon a Witchlight campaign setting that they have, like, they actually made a module for it.
Yeah.
Like, their data shows that there are people who will get through the entirety of that content in like 5 sessions. It took them like 2.5 years, and there were days where Nikki was like, "Okay, recap, what happened?" And they're like, "We didn't actually do anything. We just made stupid jokes the whole time."
Yeah, what was the
Those are the best D&D game.
The one I was just quoting was actually someone created a module for 5e based off of just a different board game, and they used that for the entire campaign. It was really fun. It was fun watching somebody do that. You having fun, kid? Yeah. Yeah. I got sodas. He is becoming more of a cat. Because he will just, if he sees something on a shelf, like a can, like I have a whole bunch of like sparkling water and stuff stacked up on a shelf to restock my fridge. And he's just like, all of that needs to be on the floor. And he just takes it all off. I'll put it all back up there. He's like, no. There can be nothing on a table, nothing on a shelf. It all needs to be on the floor. Did someone say witches? I don't think so.
I said once upon a witch light.
Ow.
Which is the name of the Legends of Adventress campaign. If you like crass humor and D&D and just like people being stupid constantly, that's an excellent one to watch.
Yep.
And listen to.
All right. I think this is the beefiest moose I can draw at the moment.
He is pretty yoked.
He's pretty yoked. I think I'm gonna move on because I've been drawing this one for like an hour.
Yep.
Oh, my phone's ringing and I don't know where it is. Sorry, I need a minute.
No worries. I guess speaking of D&D campaigns, are you going to be around to play with us tomorrow, Jonas, or do you want us to?
I think I should be. If there's anything in the way, I'll just cancel it. I can't be bothered to leave my house.
That's the spirit.
Too fat. I don't want to walk anywhere on slippery ice. Like, you have to balance a certain way because the roads are so slippery.
Oh yeah.
So you're just ass and back so stiff, like all day. You're like, oh. And then you sit down finally, like, oh my god, it is heaven. And then you slip and you hurt yourself. But yeah, hasn't happened to me yet, luckily.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since where I live has gotten icy enough for me to have to walk the way you're talking, but I am familiar. I am familiar with the no traction shuffle.
Yeah, the penguin walk.
Yep.
It's funny also that I realized that you learn to like visibly spot the areas that you know are going to be slippery.
Yeah. Human brains are really good at pattern recognition.
Indeed. Anyways, this brush feels so nice.
I love my where I've got my brush in Magma Studio so much now as well that I actually have a hard time moving back and forth between Krita and Magma.
Fair enough. It's so low pixel right now, mine, and it still feels nice to use. So I'm just drawing some sad dragon head. That sounds wrong. Oh well. Don't take it out of context. Or do if you want. I don't know why you would do that. Oh well. Yesterday, I had my hair cut.
Oh yeah.
I am bald now.
Do you like that, or is it?
First time ever, and it's kind of nice so far.
Mm,
And
my
my
head gets
father,
cold really fast.
my father told me I look like an imam with my beard.
Oh hey. No.
It's like fair enough. So they're interesting right now. But yeah, it's I guess there's a first step for everything in life.
Yep.
I also wanted to see how badly my hairline had receded, so it's
Okay.
also a good way to
I'm
do
back.
that.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
No worries.
All right, let's roll some dice.
I only said like 16 inappropriate things once you were gone, so...
Well, if I get demonetized, I will blame you and sue you for the $3 I lose.
I'll just pay you €5 right now, so I don't have to worry about it.
We are, because Elliot gave us $5 on Wednesday at the end of the stream, I did turn ads off on this one, so everyone can thank Elliot for that. We're doing ads free. Yeah, Brian just posted the new monstrosities. I saw like that yesterday. They're basically just reclassifying a whole bunch of stuff, and they're like, we're putting all of the lycanthropy rules on the creatures. And it's like, yeah, good.
About damn time.
Why did you not do that before? I gotta reroll because I don't understand this number. A spell sword, awakened cobra. Awakened cobra spell sword. Okay.
So it's just a cobra that's a sword?
Like spell sword's a wizard, right?
It's like a magus,
Is it a magus?
maybe? I don't know, that's what I think of, but...
Yeah, spell sword isn't a specific class. I don't think. I think it's just a mage that also uses weapon.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
Magus works. I think the Blade Pact Warlock also worked. I think Eldritch Knight works.
Yeah, okay. Oh, an awakened snake wielding a magic sword. Okay. Gotcha. I can do that.
So it's just a snake that has a sword.
It's a snecko.
Snake. Sneaky snake.
It's a viper from Pokemon.
An Ekans?
No, Viper is the Gen 3 snake that literally has a sword on its tail.
Wow. That didn't follow the naming convention, though. That's stupid. Oop. 1 second.
Pokemon has never been consistent with it following its naming conventions.
Mm. How does that look good? I just did like a lazy crest on its back, and I'm like, what? Why does it look okay? Just a lazy lie.
Because it does.
Oh man. Wacky. Still takes some getting used to using magma. So it's weird. I like the brush. I really like the brush. Anyways, what other inappropriate things can I say while Stroke is gone? Accidentally, no less. Sorry if I'm impeding in your territory.
No, no worries. I'm not. I only planned to do a portrait, so.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Good.
Okay. Can people hear me?
So whose Pathfinder is tomorrow? I assume Rook is running, or
I think
you are.
it's me.
Druid is, right?
Been a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you need me to run something. Oh, I'm still muted on Discord. I'm sorry, everybody. Why do they give Kineticists instant ballista creation? Because it's awesome. And
Why not?
if someone was going to punch a rock into space, it makes sense that it's the Kineticist. So, yeah. I
I
believe
have no problems.
I believe Druid is running something tomorrow, correct? Or do you need me to...
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to be prepared for it, but nobody has. Well, only 2 people have voted for what the next quest leg of the quest is going to be. So I don't know if I have to choose, then
Quests?
I'm
Let
gonna
me check.
choose one of them. But yeah, that's basically what I had intended to work on as soon as the stream is done. I need to set up maps.
I can set that up for you after the stream.
Yeah. But we don't need to worry about it now.
Mm.
I feel like it's got to be a falchion, right?
I mean, yeah.
What about a chainsword?
A snake with a chainsaw. Just whip it everywhere. No one knows what's gonna happen.
Or or one of those belt whip swords.
Just super noodly.
Yep.
Anyways, I have so the Pathfinder game my friend's gonna run. That's the mythic one. I decided to play an exemplar in that, so that's gonna be interesting.
Nice. Here's the... Okay. I've discovered a new thing that I think is kind of important. If you have somebody say, hey, do you want to run a mythic campaign, and you like know exactly what you want to do, I think that's a good way to define your favorite class. Because if someone offered, hey, do you want to play a mythic campaign, and be like, oh my god, I want to play a cleric because I want to have like mega heals, and it's like, okay, yeah, cleric is definitely my favorite thing.
Nice.
So I've only recently discovered this.
Anyways, the exemplar abilities are wacky.
Do you think an awakened snake would wear a belt?
Where? I don't know. Probably not as a belt, because I don't think that would actually function.
Why would you wear it? Is a better question.
Mentions lycanthropes. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Brian. I think it's the monster. I think they're really just retooling some of the monsters from what I got from that video, which is good. It is good because it's like it's recollecting things, and it makes like lycanthropes are going to be, I think, a little more unique between each individual lycanthrope. Hopefully, because they'll have a varying ways of like the curse going off. So I think it's cool. I think it's good. I hope D&D is moving in a direction that is going to be just more... Instead of making the game simpler, I think they're just going to find ways to simplify their rule sets, which I think is great. And then I'm still worried they're going to make it like VTT required, which I'm not happy about, but we'll see. A belt made from human skin.
I mean, why not? Seems appropriate.
What else would an awakened snake have? I gave him the hat. Like, I feel like that's the big one.
Yeah.
How else do you show that a snake is awakened? Give it a degree?
Well, it would be more awakened than me then.
I went to trade school. Oh, cobras need the tail, don't they? I forgot about the shaky bit.
What if you give it a glove?
No, cobras don't have the.
Oh, you're
shaky
right.
bit on the tail.
Yeah, that's the rattlesnake.
Rattlesnakes. I'm thinking of rattlesnakes.
There are a couple of species of viper that have extra structures on their tails. The rattlesnake is the most well known.
Rattlesnakes have big boxy head.
Yep. Most vipers have big boxy head.
Yeah.
There's also the spider-tailed viper from Iran, I that has a tail structure that looks like a camel spider.
A hooded viper is not a cobra, or
Correct.
is it? Okay.
No.
Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Maybe he's got some tattoos.
That's not a bad idea.
You should give him a cigar.
A cigar. What better way to show that you're awakened than by choosing death sooner than normal?
Yep.
I think I've smoked like 2 cigars in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And both times I was playing Risk or poker. Can't remember which one. Not enjoyable. Not something I like or would suggest people ever do.
I believe you.
Would a snake have a mom tattoo? Maybe. Do snakes like their mothers? I don't think snakes are.
No,
Maternal.
they do not care for their young. It's a drop eggs and go situation.
Crocodiles are maternal, though, right?
Yeah, crocodiles and alligators are all species do care for their young.
Are
Up to a certain
crocodiles
point.
and alligators reptiles?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. Because like turtles are also reptiles. Snakes are reptiles,
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
But snakes and turtles don't watch out for their young.
Yeah. Lizards are also reptiles. But they're all very, very different
Okay.
orders.
He needs a feather. He needs a feather in his hat, and I think we're good. I'm sorry if this is kind of a silly one. There's not a lot you can do with a snake. That's my problem.
I do like the feather.
I think the hat really sells it.
Yeah.
It makes
the
him seem
hat
very
helps a lot.
intelligent. I'm not sure we need the cigar, but it can stay there. It can stay there.
As much as I don't like many human affectations, such as clothes, it does sell the awakened animal thing to put it in clothes and give it a somewhat upright posture.
I'm running out of room.
Yeah. What's it called? Someone else is playing a awakened animal in the game I'm gonna play. They want to play as my mount.
That is fun. I've done that. Having like
They're a big dire wolf.
team combo, awakened animals is really, really fun.
We bought a shared weapon at the start, which was a saddle.
I played both a ranger horse. I played his pet human, which was really funny because I was DMing and they did that. And then I played an awakened horse that was someone else's mount, which was also really funny. Like both of those are really fun. The downside to it is I usually I forego my turn a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
It works really well for movement when you give them their own turn. Hey, what happened? You stuck? You stuck?
We haven't really figured that out yet, but we'll see. Idea is if I want to move, I have to spend my own actions to move. Abandonment issues that you.
Yeah, in Pathfinders, there should be plenty of opportunities to, like, because you'll be literally moving together as a unit, there should be plenty of opportunities to use the aid action.
Yeah, and that's what I did a lot. Is the horse it was just aid, but like,
Which is good.
there's
+1 to attack or whatever you're doing.
there's a lot of abandonment issue tattoos. That's pretty funny. That's a good point. Yeah, I never knew my mother. There's a lot of features for like cavaliers and rangers that require that player to cast something for your animal companion to do something. And so at that point, giving agency to the mount should not infer that they have extra actions. Right? And that's the downside to playing like an awakened or an awakened animal companion, or a, like, if you want to be a sentient weapon, is the same thing. Like, playing a sentient weapon is really funny, but it doesn't mean that you as a player gain additional actions. You still are required to use the turn of the player, but I would argue that it gives you more options on that turn. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's just balancing issues. You also need to take into account that if you are doing that as a DM, you don't count that person towards the CR of the encounter, because it's additional options for a player, not additional player. If you do want to do it that way, like you want it to be fighter, elf, magic sword, you could say that's 3 people, then I would give them their own turn, and they just basically don't have a move speed. So that's the other way to do it, because all the movement happens on the player carrying the weapon. And then the aid action works really well for the animal companions, because it's just like, I could either stomp with my hoof, or I could aid the person that is riding me. It's like, do that. That's fun. Okay, rolling dice. Ah, Jesus. Onto the floor. Natural 1. Okay. A female furbolg, sea druid, a military commander. Sea druid military commander. Not a...
Female Furbolg captain.
Yeah. Military commander could denote navy.
Yep.
Where you going, kid?
Valhalla.
You say Valhalla? Oh,
Yeah.
he's going to Valhalla.
So
I gotta
that will
get
be something
the
we'll have to figure out.
He's holding a kendo sword, like a bokken, one of the little bamboo swords, one of these fuckers with the little straps. Like a sword. Like, he's actually holding it by the handle. This thing is taller than he is, and he's just like, yeah, I got this shit. It'll be fine. I think I should be worried, but who knows. Did he get his letter to Hogwarts? He's a battle mage. Not yet. Not yet. Do female furbolgs have the I guess they're furry, right? So they would have the
Yeah.
sideburns. It's maybe not as much sideburns as the others.
Keep the tail.
They are mammalians, so we don't have to worry about the breasts debate.
Mm-hmm.
I just ignore the debate and do what I want.
Uh,
Were you gonna put?
As you've seen.
honestly, that is the best way to do it.
Yeah, someone's like, but this doesn't make any sense. Damn it, it's my fantasy setting. Screw you. I do what I want here.
I'm getting less and less persnickety about that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, kids
More
gone.
fun.
You're back.
Well, it depends. It's more fun for some people that it's realistic, and for some others it's a different way.
Yeah.
He didn't
Well, it
escape. He's
helps.
hiding behind a curtain.
It helps to understand both sides.
And I just want to say, as a lover of realism, humans don't make sense anyway, so humanoids in general shouldn't make any sense, or don't have to make any sense, because being humanoid infers a level of intelligence that suggests there's a long history of making decisions about cultural beauty standards that are not based on biological need.
Sure. There's a comic that goes around from time to time about the like, why do human males not look completely different from their females, and they're like weird deviant creatures
Yep.
because they look too similar. They look like pudgy females. Destroy them. They're all weird perverts.
That they are.
But it's because of all the, like, basically every fantasy female fantasy character looks like, or monster just looks like a lady.
Yep. And then the males all look like weird, twisted,
Weird
actual
creatures.
monsters.
The best one was the myconids.
Yeah, the mushrooms.
The males look like mushrooms with faces.
Yeah.
They're like, ah, and then the female
Yeah.
is just the Lady Deathstrike character from Marvel.
You're missing the best part about the males is that they're wearing a thong.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Truly amazing world building.
I guess she's military, so she's got to have a big collar.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but
Giant naval. I was gonna. Yeah, it's fine. Everyone knows where I was going with that. I think.
He's got huge
Tracts of land.
tracts of land.
Tracts of land.
there's a meme for this, but I don't remember it.
It's a Saturday Night Live joke from like the early '90s.
It's the time before I didn't exist. I'm but a child here. A young lad.
That's a good coat. Okay, so I need to flip the angle.
What is this thing? What have I drawn?
Some kind of strange fluffy sphinx is what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I'm afraid I've given up. Jonas, you can have the rest of the canvas.
Are you
I need
sure?
to save. Yeah, I'm sure. I've discovered I'm having a very difficult time creatively right now. And that worries me a little bit because I got maps to draw.
Oh.
I'm gonna save what I've got left until after the stream. The canvas is yours.
All right. How do I get Rook banned? Anyways.
Well, he drew a moose, and that was literally just a penis for a face. So you're
true,
probably gonna
yeah.
have a hard time.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I'm drawing a big titty sea captain with mutton chops, so who knows what
Yep.
YouTube is going to think of me after this.
No idea. Hey, Lorem, it's welcome in.
Sorry, Lord, that was a weird time to come in. Sorry about that.
I could draw my own mascot. What did it look like?
Do 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 do.
Oh, not a
Didn't
big
expect
deal.
anything different from you guys. Fair enough. What am I looking at? 18 count French Royal Quarter. It's. I think it was a. Oh no, I don't remember what it was. Let me look. Female Furbolg Sea Druid Military Commander. I need to make her more druidish. Maybe put a starfish in her hair. That'll do it. Make the hair a little more clumpy because it's full of sea dirt.
You mean salt?
Sure.
Sea dirt is either salt or sand. There's nothing else out there.
We'll give her a pipe in her hair. Put her the Jack Sparrow. We were talking about this the other day.
What
I
that
think.
is.
Like, apparently I did not realize how much Disney has sorry, let me find my words.
Influenced?
Influenced is a good word. I was gonna say like cornered the market, but that's not right. Like they are the biggest influence on pirate visuals, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ever, right?
Yeah.
They did the first Treasure Island, which is where the way pirate sounds come from, like the "Army Hardy." Like that was a complete machinations of one person. Like just decided to do that voice, and that's what stuck.
Wasn't this his own accent he was using there?
A bicorn made of seaweed. Let me try that.
I'm very amused, Elliot.
Make her so blue the druid has to change his name to second bluest. The second bluest druid that ever existed.
I mean, you are already working with a just a dark primary blue, so considering I go with cyan usually. I mean, it depends on which color wheel. Yeah, it depends on which color wheel we're working with as to which one is truly the bluest. So
Cyan is the druid.
no, it's a color theory pun in my name.
It is?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't get it, unfortunately.
It's because
Oh no.
so primary blue is like middle blue on the blue in the color wheel, but that's only if you're working with the pre
RGB.
Yeah, exactly. If it's only if you're working with RGB. If you're working with CMYK, then cyan is the blue, the true blue primary. And when you're CMYK, you're able to get a larger spectrum of colors. So that's what it is.
This is technically the bluest blue that exists. Right here. And then you got your cyan.
Yeah.
Your magenta. Which, if you merge cyan and magenta together, you get a little blue. Imagine that. So.
Anyway, it's not a deep color theory joke. It just is a color theory joke that my profile is always something in the cyan range, and I claim to be the bluest druid.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I was so confused for okay, there's another joke I don't get. Oh no.
No,
Oh no.
it's not a funny joke. It's just me being. It's just me being a super nerd. That's all.
Nah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with Tangent Land, Elliot. We're fine.
I do like the seaweed. I think I'm going to put some seaweed in her hair.
Yeah.
You need to look up references of your own character you drew. Is kind of wacky.
Oh man, I do that all the time. when I'm drawing in my sketchbook, I'll look through it first and be like, "That's cool. I'm gonna try to draw that again." And then it always sucks when I can't replicate it. It's like, no, what happened here? Disney stereotypes the pirates. Yeah, essentially, like a lot of what we take as like pirate stereotypes, I guess is a good way to look at it, derive either from Treasure Island, Pirates of the Caribbean, or the swashbuckler movies that I can't remember the name of now.
The Sinbad?
No, it's not Cary Grant. Shoot. Hold on.
If it's not the really old Sinbad or Blackbeard's Ghost that Disney did, then I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think.
Seahawk, Sir Francis Drake. Oh, that's a Robin Hood movie. Interesting.
Weird. Interesting. Thanks, Laura. I'm glad you got it. I like to layer puns.
I was thinking of Seahawk, but Errol Flynn. That was the person I was looking for.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with Errol Flynn.
Captain Blood.
Like culturally, but I've never actually seen any of it. Not even in clips or memes, as far as I'm aware.
I'll post the picture in Discord.
Man, it's great to have Jonas here. I love the shapes that you draw.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, kid.
Uh-oh. What has the child done now?
For the sake of Rook's stream, I have chosen to draw Old Dragon in a very safe variant.
1 second.
Oh no. It seems I unfortunately spoke over Rook.
It's fine. He and I have been doing that a lot lately, to the point where I think it was Wednesday. I won't say we almost got into a shouting match, but there were a couple of times when Rook wanted to say something and I just kept talking over him. And look, chat, I need to apologize for Wednesday because there were times where when I'm 100% sure none of you could understand anything that either of us were saying.
Hilarious.
I didn't realize it until after the fact, and then I felt bad. Like, I thought I had better online manners than that. Turns out I don't anymore.
Oh well. You learn some, you learn some.
True.
Fuck.
Ah.
Wrong tool. That opens a new tab. That's the wrong.
Okay, sorry about that. The kid decided to eat one of the succulents in the window. So
Oh, good.
I had to make sure it wasn't poisonous.
Fantastic.
Seems fine. Seems fine.
That's good.
I think I'm about done with this one. I don't know what else to do. Besides add some, like, tiny details here. Which I guess I could do.
It's already a pretty fancy coat.
Yeah, I think I'm still missing the druidic component. Maybe just a little more seaweed. Maybe a fish. She's got a fish in her hair. Or an octopus, a tiny octopus.
Or the parrot. Oh, I like the octopus hanging out in her hair better. Because it's true, there's nothing that reads druid quite like plants and familiar. Unfortunately, seaweed out of water just looks like ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
So octopus is a good choice to help.
Kid. He's absorbing life force necromancy. I'm so proud of him. I mean, that's how everybody is. If eating a plant is absorbing life force, then we're all necromancers.
Yeah.
Cuttlefish
I mean,
would be pretty funny too. Sorry.
I already knew vegans were chaotic evil, but like.
What time is it here? It's almost noon. I think I could do one more. At least. I think we'll try to do one more. Kid is still content eating his plants.
You know when you zoomed in, you're like, man, this is horrible. You zoom out, you're like, wow, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I am familiar with the process.
Did she have feathers on her tail?
I've discovered with magma specifically, like I'm drawing on a 4K tablet. Not to toot my own horn, but like, so there are times when like actually shrinking the picture after I'm done drawing it, I think cleans it up a little bit, just because it's so. My tablet's upscaling everything, anyways. So, oh crap, where'd he go? You're back.
Don't enjoy any more succulents.
Sorry, I'm back.
I do worry about that because succulents are kind of in a cactus family, which means they're kind of a little bit resinous. They're not. Some of them are poisonous, but most of them will at the very least hurt your tummy. So I am a little worried about
I called Jump Rope, and she said that none of the plants she has are poisonous specifically for this purpose.
Yeah. I figured Jump Rope's pretty smart about stuff like and aware about stuff like that. So I don't expect her to have elephant's ear or something else that's related to sweet potato.
What's that look like?
I'll show you.
Jonas, are you drawing a tiny creature riding another creature, or a creature with a dong on its head?
Let me finish its snout, I guess, for you. There you go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I understand now. Yep. No.
Yeah. They're not exactly poisonous, but they have elephant's ear and taro and sweet potato. They contain a chemical called oxalic acid, and it's not poisonous and it's not like super corrosive, but it will chemical burn your insides, and it hurts real bad.
Gotcha. Yep. Nope. No, that's not what we got.
Yeah, no. We had a conversation about this before because I think Corvus ate some when he was a kid. Because it tastes pretty good. It tastes a lot like spinach.
It's a good milk. Man, yesterday was just... Oh man, the kid was so upset all day.
No.
He's doing much better today.
That's good.
I think his top teeth are finally coming in. But I think all of his top teeth are coming in. Like all 4 of them. Well, I mean, there's more than 4, but like, I think the front 4 are all coming in.
The front 4 incisors.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried that his front teeth aren't going to come in first. We will see.
Oh.
We will see how that goes.
That would be pretty weird. I expected his front 2 incisors to come in a fair bit earlier than they have, because his bottom teeth came in a while ago.
Yeah, they're a little late. So. Oh my!
Uh-oh.
No bomb?
Reminds me of my uncle's weird tooth situation. He had 2 sets of what is it, milk teeth, baby teeth.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which was wacky.
I didn't get my teeth until I was. My microphone's doing something weird. Hold on a second. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Oh, apparently
So
I
far,
can
it sounds
change.
fine.
Apparently I can change the. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I held the button down, so change the display function of it. Anyways.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Jump Rope and I have like opposite teeth problems, so this kid is gonna be a crapshoot. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Either both or neither.
Yeah, like I didn't lose my first baby tooth until I was 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
3rd or 4th grade, which is really late. I remember in 2nd grade, like the teacher had everybody go up on the board and write how many teeth they'd lost, and she didn't write down 0, and so I had to walk up there and write 0, and she called me a liar, and I was like, cool. And that was trauma for me as a child.
Yeah.
To be openly
Tell me you're a bad
and
teacher
called a liar.
without telling me you're a bad teacher.
So I got my teeth really late. Jump Rope got hers really early, and now this kid is broken.
I remember my first grade teacher getting mad at a student for writing the number 1 wrong.
How did you write the number 1?
He wrote it like this.
That's
That's
correct.
how I wrote it for a while.
Yeah.
But you were supposed to do it like this. From not like this, but like this. And I remember this distinctly because I was like, what does it better? It's like, how old was I? Like 7? I was like, what is that better even?
Yeah. In 4th grade, I think, I wrote my 1s like that and my 7s like that.
I still write my 7s like this.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't do that until after I learned the, like, I think it's apocryphal because I don't think this is actually how it is, but when I learned that the numbers are supposed to represent the number of angles within, that you can count within the character.
Like that?
Yeah.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, and so that changed how I wrote it because I wanted it to make more sense logically. And one of my bullies spent 5 minutes of a math lesson after I wrote a 1 point something on the board. We were supposed to demonstrate our understanding of I think decimals and where they go. And 5 minutes of that lesson were spent with my bully trying to convince everybody that I had wrote 7 point whatever instead of 1 point whatever, and that I was an idiot.
I think you should be able to just. I think kids should be able to punch each other. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, I had done it for long enough. My teacher backed me up, so there was that.
Who was it? I think this and this changed my world. Like going from an 8 to 2 circles is just like, oh my god, that's amazing.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I was just like, I distinctly remember learning to write 8s like like this. And then I saw like one of my teachers would write her 8s like that, and I was just like, I like that. I like that more. And so I started doing double circles. And I never went back.
Interesting. Cool. See you later, Lorem. Good night.
Yep,
Thanks for hanging out.
It is 12 o'clock. I've filled up the page. I think I might call it here. We started a bit early, which was also good. I need to start doing that more. How long have we been streaming for?
Next time if I join the stream, you draw. I'll draw monster ladies.
Yeah.
Do. I have no idea how long we've been streaming.
I wonder if people want that.
Nobody here is going to object to you drawing monster ladies, Jonas.
If you
never
want,
know.
we could also do like a members only sexy time stream. YouTube gets mad at me. I just have to make sure it's not monetized. We could do that.
I see. Good.
If you want, Jonas.
That sounds like an interesting idea. How do I close the thing at the bottom?
I have no idea.
The text box?
That lets you make like a new drawing area or whatever.
Up in the top. Where is it? Shoot. Up on the top, there's a little tiny arrow.
Tiny arrow.
Wow.
I haven't had to figure that out in months.
Let's do one more drawing. Kid, why? I have a little tiny like quarter cup scoop for the cat food. If you listen real carefully, he is screaming into the cup. He goes and gets the cup, and then he goes, wah! Wah! Whatever, as long as he's happy. 13. Thrycreen Masquerade Ball Rogue. We'll do this and then we'll call it, I think. There's a lot of really good suggestions today. I'm actually kind of sad.
Yeah, there was some really cool stuff on the list this week.
Should I draw it?
I do want to go work on the game a little bit. So I might just transition over to Discord instead of being on YouTube. Or maybe we just stay on YouTube and work on stuff. I don't know. Maybe we just keep doing this. Go until I can, and then take a break. I don't know.
To you.
What does a masquerade rogue do? I've not heard of this.
I don't
Assume they just get bonuses for disguise?
Is that what they were called? A masquerade rogue?
Did I read it wrong? Did I read it wrong? Jesus. Masquerade ball rogue. Yeah, that's what it says.
I assumed that just meant a rogue, like, spy archetype that was at a masquerade ball.
Kind of the same here. a long one.
Going for that praying mantis body, I see.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a long boy.
Why does it look to me like a Regency era dress?
Send me a picture.
It's because of the proportion of the torso to the length of the
okay.
thorax.
I gotcha. Give him like a waistcoat here. A really, really deep V-neck. Creepy shoulder blades. They'll never suspect me.
Oh, yes, the 12-foot tall bright green in a dress.
Like the Mars attacks
Yeah, exactly.
woman.
Like that's the thing that drives me crazy about disguise. Like I've definitely played games where it's like someone wants to disguise themselves as, you know, like a rhino, and it's just like I have plus 20 in disguise. Fuck you. It's like I guess, like I feel like that's more of a bluff than a disguise, but I guess let's see what happens. What do you mean?
Hey, Ace Ventura pulled it off.
Hey, what you got in your mouth? Kid, I don't even know what that was. Why you gotta eat stuff? I just keep finding shit on the floor. Yeah, right.
Ooh,
That always, I hated that scene. So it's like
same.
you're telling. I guess the pig god was blind though, right? Like blind and enhanced by rage, so that the visual didn't really matter. They just smelled like the pigs.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, you're not allowed to grab the monitor like that, kid. I think we're out of time. I think we're out of kid minutes.
Yeah, not surprised. I could tell we didn't have long.
Yeah, he's getting squirrely.
Hey, another Jonas rugby.
Stop. Oh, kid. It's just.
He's afraid.
Yeah. This is why you're not allowed to touch the keyboard.
Okay then.
Boo.
Cool.
At least he's not trying to kick your monitor off the desk again.
Oh, he just
I
did.
hope.
No, he absolutely just did.
Oh. Come on, kid.
And then when I moved him, he immediately grabbed the keyboard and tried to yank the keyboard off the desk. You can have that. You can play with that. That's fine.
Put everything on the ground.
I honestly kind of wonder if like switching to a standing desk might help, because then you won't have the option to like just sit on me and grab shit.
I mean, it might. It would also get rid of the problem of him sitting directly underneath your chair and
Yeah.
smacking himself in the head.
Because that's why I have to pick him up, because otherwise he's going to hurt himself on my chair, which I don't want. Vaguely pig-shaped was enough. In Draw Steel, they make a disguise subclass for the Shadow class. Uses illusory magic to appear like a creature with the mannerisms. Yeah, see, that makes more sense. Like, when you're using magic, I think that makes way more sense. But, like, there's just... The disguise functionality, like the kit for disguise, like, I think it even has those limitations. Like, you can't be something bigger than your own. You can't make yourself be a large creature. You can't make yourself... Hey, stop! Kid, that you can't do that. Now you're gonna kick the screen. Alright, we're out. We're done. I didn't get to draw the other arms, but we'll flesh them in real quick here. We are out of kid minutes. We're out of time for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry we didn't get to draw more. We'll be back next week to do some more of these fun things. I will probably be around the Discord trying to get some work done, but who knows how that will go. So if you want to come hang out in the Discord, you're very welcome to. Yeah, push if you would push the Awakened Animal video, the polar bear video I just released. I actually have a really good return on those for like hey kid for views. Like the advertisers are actually doing pretty well for those videos, but they just don't get any views. So share those to your friends. Try to get people to watch those as well and share them with their friends. That's the best way to support the channel. If you can't actually just give money, which is fine. Or get a commission. If you want a commission, commissions are open. And I might be opening the not safe for work ones too. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Thanks. I hope your week went better than mine did. Hopefully next week will be better for everybody. Stay happy. Yeah. Stay healthy. Keep your dust on the table. Jonas, Druid, thank you for hanging out today. Thank you for drawing.
No problem.
Kid, no, let go. Let go. Let go.
I had fun.
God damn it. Okay. I gotta go. Thanks, everybody. And bye.
Bye.